All right, well, we're on the same problem as last night. Now my help is all gone to work, so we did get it spun around from where it was over here. It's kind of scrape the trash out of here and whatever where I can work on it. What I'm doing now is cranking the adjusters back. I got them both broke loose. I wasn't going to make a video until I got them broke loose, but I'm just going to let that idler wheel collapse way back there till I can, I don't know if I got enough wood block there. I might have to cut myself some more wood block. I don't want it very high. I want it just enough to slip under that roller, because if I take the adjustment out of it, I cannot get the tractor at an angle over here where I can get the track to climb back on. And now without two people and here, the one on the road that I popped off, that was simple. I just hooked it and backed the tractor up with a chain and popped it right back on. But so be it. I see I got a little tub welding to do when I get the next time we got the tracks off. But well, there, that went on pretty good. I adjusted about half out of it. I think I said this before, I can definitely pull a link on this. I got to do the final or whatever we're going to do about this. Can definitely get it. But I'm back on the rollers and I'm back on the sprocket. I'm going to show you something else too. So while me and Cody were messing with this last night, this is where I got really mad. That idler is running. I'm trapped in between the rails there. And it's been really annoying because it wants a bind on the rollers. I mean, I could very well flip that one off. I'm going to get this one tightened up, get this tractor out, and should be able to just back the dozer out on the road and see what I got going there. If I run that on the edge, it might pop right back on. But yeah, that did that while we were trying to spin the thing in here, which was probably necessary given what we had to do to get stuff back under it. All right, just another 10 minutes of cranking on a wrench here. Well, there she is on the road. My idler is crooked to the inside. I gotta do a little turn or two on the outside, slack it off. The inside's as far as it can go. I mean, I only left a half a nut on the back even, because I ain't really worried about it falling apart right now. I ain't gonna do much. Even if the back nut fell off, it doesn't matter the way I got this side set up. And that could have been part of my problem too. But we get a pad out of it, then we can do something. I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do with those. Running over this frozen stuff, even like this stuff right here. These buttress roots out of these tamaracs. It's too small a dozer with 2 or track rails, and nothing will stay on. The snow machine likes a foot of snow. It's amazing the difference. But I'll tweak that and decide what I'm going to do. I'm half tempted to go back in there and push that stuff down and see how it behaves with some track adjustment here without pulling anything. And then I'm not going to try to pull any more long. The firewood can sit in there for now. Yeah, this guy don't know when to quit. I cut some stumps and roots out of the way after I messed with them tracks. And I built a super highway back there where there's no stumps. Push them dead balsams out, cut them right down so I'm going in dead level. That ground ain't really frozen there because it had the snow on it that was never disturbed. So the snow insulated it, so there's really no frost there in that mossy stuff. And we've got ourselves a first gear absolute speed limit. Except for reverse. Reverse is so bloody fast. But we got the one out right there where we threw the track last night. Things are staying fairly centered after my adjustments, and as long as I stay off the frozen wads and the pieces, I'm gonna have to go. I don't know where my stick is. I gotta go get a tape measure, make a new log cutting stick, but we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna get at least the good ones. All right, I pretty much decided I have to have 2 videos, so we're just putting along. That one we cut in half, and I haven't gotten a tape yet to make myself a stick. So that ain't exactly healthy for my chains either. This dozer may be small, and it may throw tracks, but it sure does break Harbor Freight chains too. No more Harbor Freight chains. Oh shoot. Now I lost that one. See what? This is very aggravating. Alright, well, I cut that stump off thinking I was going to come that way. It still might hit on that edge. This is the last one and the biggest one. Look at my super highway in front of me. If it wasn't for a couple of ice frozen spots in it, it'd be wonderful. Yeah, that's gonna get piled right into that stump. Watch this business. Plus it's got that other one. Yeah. Alright, we cut the trash out of there. Rigged a little roll underneath. And shortened the chain so I'm not teetering on this root that's right ahead of me when when I hit the pulling part. Oh, there we go. Rigging stuff. Well, here's the wood. We got the rest of it all without throwing any tracks. There's 2 more out front. So I'll run home with the tractor and potty the dogs because nobody else is here. And I'll make myself a new marking stick. Okay, well, I file my saw cutting roots out. I got one side cut and crooked. My teeth are getting down to little needles anyway. I got two new chains sitting in boxes, but I think I can doctor this one up enough to buck these up no problem. It just got the tip knocked off on one side, and when they're that short, it don't take much and they start cutting crooked. Okay, we'll bring you back from something else. All right, well, we'll buck some things up. The one that the stick is leaning on is definitely going to be all 8s. It's crooked all over the place, but I don't know where my good ash measuring stick is. I'll have to make some more. But that one is 8'1". I'll just fudge some extra trim on it. All right, I think I mentioned this before, but tamaracks growing in the open or tamaracks growing tight. So the reason that this little landing we got here is because it didn't have much of anything growing in it. It was easy to make a turnaround here. So this is about a 14-inch stump that I cut off the back of the landing to get out of my way. And it is about 35 years old, give or take a couple years, but not bad. Now, this is an 11-inch piece. No, this is probably the third one up. And knowing what they are, there's probably about 80 rings in there, I'm guessing. This stuff that's grown slow and tight in here is 80, 85 years old. Well, I fed the cows, since I still have enough frost to do it, but could be interesting next time. Might have to feed them on cold mornings next couple weeks if I can get away with that. That sometimes works good, but all right, well, if you're still here with me, that was awful lot of monkeying around, but we got 22 more 8-foot tamarack for the sawmill and about 2 weeks worth of firewood thrown on the pile over there for next winter. So the sawing part of it was all right. It's everything else that went sideways. Well, thanks for watching. This is a lot of videos in a row for me. We'll see what we get next around here. I'm kind of hoping the next thing you see is a log on the mill turning into boards. Thanks, everyone.